Hello folks, Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing, holding a toothbrush. Gonna get ready to clean some plastic trim and I'm gonna do a review on Meguiar's Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer. The reason why I'm doing this is because I have a lot of subscribers, a lot of viewers ask me, Scott, I don't want to buy professional products. Can you give us some viewpoints on some products that we can buy on a retail level that will get us somewhere, give us some type of results that we're looking for? And I think it's a great question. It's like one thing as a professional detailer to talk all about these professional products, how I use them, but I want to be a little bit relevant. I want to be able to help people that don't want to spend that kind of money and buy things in large quantities. And do these things really work? Well, from a professional point of view, we have to have a healthy level of expectations. We have to have expectations that are appropriate. This particular product, I can't even talk right now, sorry, is made by Meguiar's Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer. The word restore is a little bit deceptive. This stuff is only going to last for a couple of weeks. Maybe you'll get some more out of it. It's not a true restore. It's kind of a temporary fix, but that's fine. It may be completely appropriate depending on your level of expectations, what type of trim you're trying to clean, or try to get some pop back into the plastic. It's totally up to you. I don't think these things are garbage. I think as long as your expectations are appropriate, they're completely appropriate for the moment. So this particular bottle here says it makes trim and plastic trim look like new. Extended durability, lasts for weeks. Then there's a little sticker here that says, now even lasts longer. I don't know what that means. I got a feeling that's probably a little bit of a gimmick. It's probably marketing, which is another word for manipulation. I don't know how long it lasts. Is this a different formula that's going to last longer? I don't know. The little stickers on it made me happy. Most of us see that and go, oh, it's got to be true, so we buy it. But anyway, the product itself is effective as long as your expectations are appropriate. So what I'm going to do, I want to talk a little bit about plastic. What I want to do is I want to make sure this plastic is completely clean before I use this product. And the reason for that is a lot of us will wash our car and then we'll go ahead and dry it or whatever, and then we'll simply start applying some type of plastic trim, enhancer, restorer, however you want to look at it. But in my professional opinion, if it matters in this particular moment, we're using a retail level product, you really want to make sure the plastic is completely clean so that product, this Ultimate Black Restorer, has the best chance to bond to that trim to whatever level that's possible. I don't have high expectations for it, but it will probably last several weeks, and that's fine for this piece of junk that's sitting here in front of me. So what I'm choosing to do in the moment is take an all-purpose cleaner. It happens to be made by Chemical Guys. You can use any all-purpose cleaner if you want. I'm going to make a little disclaimer here. Some people may say this is a little too aggressive with cleaning plastic trim with an all-purpose cleaner, and I will agree to them to some level, but I've got a healthy expectation for this trim. This trim is almost 20 years old. It's trashed. I'm not overthinking the moment, but I just want to clean this plastic trim and get to the punch. If you have plastic trim that's relatively new and you're using this product as like preventative maintenance and you want to simply apply it so that maybe your trim, you want to give your trim the best chance to kind of not get fadey or chalky over a period of time, then I would probably recommend a less aggressive method to clean your plastic. I'm going to be very careful what I say here. I have used in a 32-ounce bottle diluted 10-to-1, 10 parts water, 1 part product of isopropyl alcohol to be able to clean that plastic trim. I have not had an issue with it. There's some people out there that might tell you, listen, that'll ruin trim, it'll make it look white looking. You have to verify that in your world, but I do know it's always best to try to find a way to make sure that that plastic is completely clean, not just washed with the car soap, because car soaps will leave some type of residue behind. Maybe you're using a wash and wax, maybe using some type of soap that's got that fancy word, polymers on it. If that's on the plastic trim, this stuff may not have the best chance to bond. So again, I'm just going to say to you, figure out a way that makes sense for you to be able to fully clean this stuff. But I'm going to use this Chemical Guys pH neutral nonsense cleaner and just come in here and slightly agitate the plastic. Now as I use this stuff, Nonsense kind of makes a cool claim. It doesn't smell or anything like that, and it doesn't. It's really got no scent to it at all, so it's kind of cool. I'm all for that. That doesn't bother me. I don't think I would necessarily take like super clean unless I diluted it down, maybe, you know, 12 to 1 or 13 to 1. I don't think I want to be that aggressive with the plastic trim when it comes to cleaning it. Just something gentle, just to make sure that you truly make sure that you have a clean trim before applying it is all you got to do. Figure out what makes sense in your world. I get nervous recommending too much stuff because there's somebody on the internet that will go, "You're an idiot." But anyway, I've cleaned that off. I want to come in here and simply mop up over that plastic trim and get off that all-purpose cleaner that I used in this particular scenario, which was the Chemical Guy's Nonsense. And I'll go in here and just simply clean that up, mop up after myself, make sure there's no excess product from the all-purpose cleaner. And already, just simply cleaning that has helped quite a bit versus the other piece there. And I pulled off a lot of grease and grime on it. That's pretty gross, right? So I'm just going to give that a chance to kind of evaporate and flash, if that's the word you want to call it. I'll probably go a little bit quicker than I'd like, but I'm trying to make a video. What I'm going to do is take this stuff. The one thing we have to remember about plastic and why these things typically don't last all that long. Plastic, if you looked at plastic under a microscope, plastic has very tiny pores. It's almost... Solution Finish is one company on a professional level that claims their product has the ability to penetrate those pores in the plastic. I have no reason to disagree with them. Their product works pretty well. But they do say you have to apply it several times over an infected area on trim to give that Solution Finish the best chance to be able to penetrate those small little pores in the plastic. There's companies like G-Technic, C4, G-On Trim Coat. They will tell you that their stuff bonds on a molecular level to the plastic. I don't overthink it because here's the deal. G-Technic C4, G-On Trim, I've seen that stuff last up to a year, sometimes longer. I don't overthink it. What is it doing? I don't care. It just gives me the results I'm looking for. But in this particular case, and people on a retail level that don't want to spend that type of money, these are completely appropriate to give you something that you're looking for in the short term. So that trim is completely clean. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this product up, and I'm going to apply some to a microfiber pad that I have here. I'll just put a little on here. I don't need a lot, and I'll just kind of massage that little drop I've got in there. If you want to wear gloves, you probably should, or maybe you want to do the butterfly effect on your pad, whatever makes sense to you, but you just want to kind of spread out that product. I'm going to come in here. Is my knee blocking the way? No, okay. And I'm just going to simply massage this Meguiar's Ultimate Black, is that what it's called? Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer over the trim. Get it in there, make sure I don't have any product kind of pooling up in certain areas. Just make sure I evenly distribute it across the plastic. This little microfiber pad is cool because I can kind of bend it and get in the creases there and make sure I get some product in there. Again, I've got a healthy expectation for this trim. I'm not looking to spend a lot of money and truly do a restoration with a product like Solution Finish or G-Technic or G-On or anything like that, but I just wanted to do a review of some of these products on a retail level. Do they work? Yes. Again, you just have to have a healthy level of expectations with them and just go from there. I'm not expecting this stuff to last for months. It tells me it's going to last for weeks, and that's probably true. Now, when I go ahead and apply that, the next step I'm going to take is I'm going to take a clean microfiber towel. There's one thing I want to talk about this product, because I use this on a professional level for my customers who aren't looking for a coating. I just want to make the plastic trim pop. Here's a little tip. When you apply that product, what I like to do after I've applied it, take a microfiber towel and just knock down the product. Don't leave any excess on there at all. Meguiar's makes a claim about this stuff that it won't streak if it gets wet. Well, that's a little misleading. I have not seen that to be true in my world. Maybe it's working in your world. But what happens is if you leave that product on there and you don't knock it down and kind of remove the excess, rainwater can hit it and it will kind of streak down the side of your car. It's not the end of the world. You can get it off, but it just doesn't look all that great. So I always knock it down, even though they claim it won't get streaky if it gets wet. So that's my little tip to you. So I'll just go in here and make sure I don't have any more excess product. Just go ahead and double check it. Looks really great. I'm going to pull the tape off, and we're going to take a look at this sucker and see how it works. I got a 50-50 there, and I'm going to bring you in and show you. All right, so let's zoom in close. This is the plastic trim that I've restored, if that's what you want to call it, with Meguiar's. Looks decent, looks great. I love it. There's a lot of customers that are happy with that, depending on their expectations, their budgets, whatever. And then if we come over here, look at that nasty crap over there. You know, it's chalky, it's white, it needs to be treated in some way. But there you go. There's Meguiar's Ultimate Black. I like it. When you're talking about using it appropriately, it'll work for anybody who doesn't want to break the bank, doesn't expect this stuff to last for months or years. It's just a temporary fix. But I just wanted to make a review about that product for one of my viewers. And I do use this product on a professional level. But if you're going to use it as a preventative maintenance, you've got relatively good trim. It doesn't look like that. You want to clean the trim first. Just use something gentle. Isopropyl alcohol mixed 10-to-1, 10 parts water, 1 part product seems to work fine for me. I know there's going to be somebody that's going to freak out and say, Scott, that can ruin the plastic. I'll just give a disclaimer. You have to decide what works for you. Maybe just using a car soap and then drying up afterwards, then applying the dressing is fine for you. I just find that it won't last that long unless you truly clean the plastic first. I hope that helps you out. To that subscriber, Ultimate Black Plastic Restore last week's. I like it. $6 or $7 at Walmart. It's fine. It's completely appropriate in certain circumstances. I love all of you. Thank you very much. It's Memorial Day. Enjoy yourself. Take care. Bye.